I'm Landon Balk with Magic Spiral Productions. Let's talk about the 4-track. In the ancient times of the 80s and 90s, the only affordable access a musician had to multi-track recording technology was with a 4-track cassette machine, like this Tascam Portastudio. Many songwriters and musicians didn't have the budget or space to accommodate large and expensive reel-to-reel machines and mixing consoles. But now, even my phone comes equipped with a multi-track recording studio. So what can you still use a tape machine for? One benefit of working with the 4-track machine is how simple and immediate recording an instrument is. Interfacing with knobs and buttons gives you a tactile experience that's both rewarding and inspiring. At the end of the day, we want to enjoy the process of creating music, and the presence of a 4-track adds a lot of vibe and atmosphere. Personally, I believe that I am better off making the most of both analog and digital technologies, but of course I have my own preferences. Now, one isn't superior to the other in every way, so you have to pick your battles. Tape is considered to have a round and warm sound to it that is often preferred to the cold and sterile sound of digital recordings. This is partly because of the soft compression and saturation that happens with analog tape. To give you an idea of the appeal, there are digital plugins that emulate the sound of tape. Digital clipping, or distortion, is very harsh sounding and is to be completely avoided, while tape distortion sounds very musical. Listen to how it makes this bass sound. Cassettes are known to have a gritty and lo-fi character that can be used for effect. Together, these traits make the 4-track a great tool to add some warmth and character to your tracks, which also works well for sampling. One of my favorite sampled drum kits that I made is when I mic'd a drum kit and recorded the individual sounds into the 4-track, then played the tape back and recorded them into my sampler. The immediacy of the 4-track enables you to record your ideas while the inspiration is fresh, and you can add those additional instruments without losing your creative momentum. The disposable nature of the cassette itself makes it easy to roll tape and develop songs from jam sessions, so it's a great tool to use for creating demos and sketching your ideas. If you're like me and you're not afraid to make some awful sounds and horrible mistakes, then tape makes for the perfect canvas to get carried away and make experiments and create interesting effects that can only be done with tape. You can use a vari-speed technique to change the speed of the tape, which alters the pitch. Flipping the tape over will play everything in reverse. Without the flexibility of digital editing and access to unlimited tracks, you're basically left naked to your own abilities as a performer and engineer. With the inherent limitations of the 4-track, you have to learn to commit to your decisions and get creative in using these limitations to your advantage. Because the 4-track is laid out with such a simple interface, you can easily learn the basics of recording and mixing very quickly. And this knowledge will serve you well as you advance to more complex recording situations. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be covering the 4-track in much more depth in the future, so leave your questions in the comments section and I'll do my best to incorporate those in the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Landon with MagicSpiral.com and happy recording.